cut the intro. No need for theatrics today because this Knicks team is incredible. And I have to say, this is probably the most impressive victory of the entire Knicks season. This game right here, despite being against all odds. I mean, look, there was no Jalen Brunson. And to be honest with you guys, when I found out that Jalen Brunson wasn't playing in this game, I already checked out. I'm like, yeah, we're not going to win this game. But there was something that happened in that third quarter. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. 2 words, Immanuel Quickley, everyone. No Jalen Brunson. We're in the TD Garden. We just beat Boston a few days ago. All of those odds against us, and this team, some way, somehow, managed to pull off an impressive victory in double overtime. Put some respect on these guys' name. I mean, come on. Everything was working against us to, the media to come in the next morning. Same old Knicks, they can't keep up the hype. They can't keep up the good play. But lo and behold, we found a way to win. Now, as I mentioned, this was mostly due to Immanuel Quickley's epic performance, putting up a career high, 38 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. However, it was a team victory. And as we can see, look at these numbers. You had Julius Randle pitching in with 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 threes, continuing his hot streak, being hot from 3, hot from everywhere pretty much. R.J. Barrett putting up 29 points, 11 rebounds. Now, obviously, Jalen Brunson is one of our leading scorers. But again, the depth that we have on this team, even when the number 1 scorer or number 1 or number 2 scorer goes out, we can still compensate for that lack of production with the guys that are on this team. And day in and day out, we're seeing everyone step up, doing what they have to do to make it happen, win the game. And I can't say how much more I'm impressed with this team. I mean, from the beginning of the game, we were up and down. It was looking like Boston was trying to, inch away and take the game away. But then the third quarter happened. Immanuel Quickley scored like 11 points in the third quarter, kept us in the game. And I believe at the end of the third quarter, Julius Randle hit a 3-pointer, which gave us a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. And this is just insane. I mean, the way that these guys are playing, it's like this is a story out of a movie, right? This is what happens when you see teams like sports movies where you see teams win a championship, they're the underdog, or they're not performing well in the very beginning of the movie. Something happens, they turn it around, and they end up winning the whole goddamn thing. And we're watching this unfold before our very eyes. Winners of 9 games in a row. I mean, you can't even make this up. We tied our win streak with 8 wins in a row with our last victory. Now this is the largest winning streak we've had this year. And I can't even remember, to be honest with you, the last time we've won more than 8 games in a row, make that 9 games in a row. And we owe everything mostly, I would say. Again, it was a team effort, but Immanuel Quickley did what he had to do and stepped for Jalen Brunson. And, looking at this situation here, I called it a few days ago. I said Immanuel Quickley should be 6th man of the year. And if any game, any performance like last night is any indication to go ahead and crown the guy, let that be right now. Because the way this guy is playing, put him on the bench, he'll come in as the energy guy, light him up. Put him in the starting rotation, he'll take on more of the facilitator role, floor general, but still be able to knock down clutch moment shots. Still be able to penetrate the lane and get the defense off. This guy is amazing. And to think that we were even thinking about trading this guy before the trade deadline. I'm glad the Knicks organization didn't go ahead, and maybe that was just a rumor. But, man, aren't we loving Immanuel Quickley right now? Shout out to Knicks Muse. I didn't even realize this, but the second round pick that we got back in the trade for Marcus Morris when we sent him to the Clippers, that pick turned into Immanuel Quickley. Now, I'm of the mind that second round picks don't really matter, or, high first round picks, low first round picks in the teens and the 20s don't really matter. I think we selected Immanuel Quickley in the 23rd, 24th pick, something like that in 2020. But man, that's a second round pick that is high value. So for teams out there that are like, yeah, we have second round picks, I guess second round picks have value because you can go ahead and find a guy. If you do your homework, you can find a guy that can be not just a rotational piece, but a foundational piece of your entire team. And as time goes on, this is going to get interesting because Immanuel Quickley is up for a payday, not at the end of this year, but the end of next year. So we may be in a situation where it's like, we have to find some way to pay this guy because we can't afford to let him walk and go somewhere else. We need to keep him in New York. I mean, the way this guy's playing, he's playing like he's a starting caliber point guard. You know, we need him in the role that we need him now. Obviously, Jalen Brunson is the captain, of course. But my God, I mean, Quickley is doing it all. And what's impressive is that it's not just his decision-making that has improved. His shot selection has improved. He's also probably the best defensive guard on the team. I mean, whatever you want, he'll give it to you. You need him to lock somebody up, he'll do it. You need him to hit one of those three-pointers where everyone is like struggling on offense. No one can't buy a basket. Give it to Quick. And in this game, I was like literally on the verge of having a heart attack because every single time Julius Randle gets the ball, I'm like, please, God, no. Get the ball out of his hands. Get it to Quick because in Quick's hands, I either can trust that he's going to make a shot or I trust that he's going to make the right decision to make a great play. And what do we have, you guys? Immanuel Quickley wins the game for us. And, it's very happy to see because all of these guys, again, are starting to turn around at the same exact time. Everyone is doing their job at the same exact time. Look at these guys. Look how happy they are. And, this type of play, this type of energy is contagious. And we got the Hornets coming up next. I expect us to handle business as we should. Or maybe it's going to be another situation where it's like the game that we should win, that we're expected to win, we're going to end up losing. But I got my fingers crossed, guys. I don't think this is a fluke at this point anymore. The version of the team that we're getting right now is this team for real. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And I'm excited. I can't wait for the playoffs, to be honest with you guys. If we end up playing against Boston, and mind you, we won the series, the regular season series, 3-1. The last 3 games that we've played against Boston, we've beat them. They beat us the first game earlier in the season. But what does that tell you? This Boston team wasn't trying to lose. They were trying to beat us. They did their best. They had all of their guns. Now, Jalen Brown wasn't playing last game, so okay, fine. But all of the guns were there. We had some of our guns missing, and we still managed to pull off the game, get the win. Wow. But that's going to be all for the video, guys. I just wanted to give a quick reaction to this game, this impressive victory. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel. Can we keep up this win streak? Can we make it to 10 in a row, right? Or do you think that maybe we're going to slip up a little bit, maybe take our foot off the gas against a team like against Charlotte? But, man, I can't wait. That's going to be the end of the video, guys. Catch you in a rebound. Peace.